Do you start your day with a cup of coffee? If you're over 50, what you might not know is that your daily brew could be affecting your prostate health, and not in the way you'd expect. Today, we're breaking down exactly what coffee does to your prostate, the potential risks, and how much coffee is too much. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know whether you should keep sipping or if it's time to cut back. Let's start with the good news. Coffee in moderation has some surprising benefits for your prostate. Coffee contains powerful antioxidants, including polyphenols, which help fight inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is a key factor in many prostate problems, including BPH and prostate cancer, so these antioxidants can play a protective role. There's also some research to suggest that regular coffee consumption may lower the risk of developing aggressive forms of prostate cancer. In a study published in the journal Cancer Causes and Control, researchers found that men who drank coffee regularly had a reduced risk of developing lethal prostate cancer compared to non-coffee drinkers. This could be due to the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties of coffee. So, drinking coffee in moderation could actually help protect your prostate, but, and this is a big but, too much coffee or the wrong kind of coffee can cause more harm than good. So let's dive into the potential risks. Now let's talk about the other side of coffee, especially if you already have an enlarged prostate or experience frequent urination. One of the biggest concerns with coffee is its caffeine content. Caffeine is a stimulant that increases urine production and stimulates bladder activity. For men with BPH or prostatitis, this can mean more frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night. Caffeine is also known to irritate the bladder and the muscles around the prostate. If you're already dealing with symptoms like difficulty urinating or a weak urine stream, too much caffeine can make these problems worse by overstimulating the bladder and prostate. That's why men with prostate issues are often advised to cut back on caffeine, particularly later in the day. On top of that, caffeine can interfere with sleep, and we know that poor sleep can lead to increased inflammation and higher stress levels, which are both bad news for your prostate. This is why it's important to find a balance in your coffee consumption. So, how strong is the connection between caffeine and prostate health? Let's look at the science. Several studies have explored this link, with varying results. A 2013 study published in Urology found that men who consumed higher levels of caffeine were more likely to experience moderate to severe urinary tract symptoms, including nocturia, the need to urinate frequently at night. Another study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that men who drank more than 200 milligrams of caffeine per day, about 2 cups of coffee, were significantly more likely to develop an enlarged prostate compared to men who consumed less caffeine. This suggests that while a little coffee might be okay, too much can worsen prostate symptoms, especially for men over 50. The takeaway here is that moderation is key. Too much caffeine can lead to bladder irritation, more frequent urination, and disrupted sleep, all of which can aggravate an already sensitive prostate. But what about decaf coffee? Is it a safer option for your prostate? Decaf coffee contains significantly less caffeine, about 2 to 5 milligrams per cup, compared to 95 milligrams in a regular cup of coffee. This means decaf is much less likely to stimulate the bladder or cause frequent urination. However, it's important to remember that decaf coffee still contains some caffeine, so if you're extremely sensitive, you may still experience mild effects. The good news is that decaf coffee retains many of the beneficial antioxidants found in regular coffee, which means you can still enjoy some of the prostate protective benefits without the risks associated with high caffeine levels. If you're looking to cut back on caffeine but still love the taste of coffee, decaf might be a great option for you. Another factor to consider when it comes to coffee and your prostate is its acidity. Coffee is naturally acidic, and for some men this acidity can irritate the bladder and exacerbate urinary symptoms. If you're prone to acid reflux or have a sensitive bladder, the acidity of coffee might trigger inflammation in the urinary tract and make you feel the need to urinate more frequently. There are ways to reduce the acidity of your coffee. Cold brew coffee, for example, is less acidic than hot brewed coffee. You can also try adding a dash of almond milk or a sprinkle of cinnamon, both of which can help neutralize the acidity. Choosing darker roast coffee can also reduce acidity, as the roasting process naturally reduces the acid levels in the beans. So, how much coffee is too much when it comes to your prostate? As we've discussed, moderation is key. Most experts recommend limiting your caffeine intake to around 200 milligrams per day, which is about 2 8-ounce cups of regular coffee. This amount is generally considered safe for most men and unlikely to aggravate prostate symptoms if consumed early in the day. If you're experiencing frequent urination, an overactive bladder, or other prostate-related symptoms, cutting back to 1 cup or switching to decaf may help alleviate those issues. And remember, drinking coffee late in the day can interfere with your sleep, which can lead to higher stress and more inflammation. So try to enjoy your coffee in the morning. Every man is different, so it's important to listen to your body and adjust your coffee habits based on how your prostate responds. While we're focusing on coffee, it's worth mentioning that there are other drinks you should be cautious of if you're trying to protect your prostate. Energy drinks, for example, contain even more caffeine than coffee and can be especially harmful to your prostate health. Sugary sodas and alcohol can also irritate the bladder and worsen prostate symptoms. Stick to water, herbal teas and other low-caffeine, low-sugar options if you want to reduce prostate irritation and maintain a healthy bladder. To recap, drinking coffee in moderation can have some benefits for your prostate, thanks to its antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. However, too much coffee, especially caffeinated coffee, can lead to bladder irritation, frequent urination and disrupted sleep, all of which can worsen prostate issues. If you love coffee, the key is finding balance. Consider switching to decaf, reducing your intake, or choosing lower acid varieties to protect your prostate while still enjoying your favorite brew. Let me know in the comments. How much coffee do you drink? And have you noticed any changes in your prostate health? And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on men's health. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more natural health tips. Check out the next video on more ways to protect your prostate and live a healthier life. Thanks for watching.